I'd like to call to order the Park and Rec Commission meeting of May 27, 2021. First thing, roll call. We do have enough for a quorum here, I believe, correct? Yep, should be good. I need approval of the minutes of April 29th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? None? Motion approves. New business, okay. And resolution honoring James White and naming the cabin at Ridgeland Park the Jim and Ann White Family Cabin. I believe, Mike, you're going to take over on this to start with?
Sure, I can take this item. I did speak with Jim this week. He was hoping to be in attendance this evening. Something came up on his schedule and he couldn't change it. He asked that we just continue with tonight's agenda item, and he would like to attend, because this agenda item will go to the commission tonight and then to common council for hopefully adoption at that point in time. And Jim said he would like to attend the common council meeting and maybe at that point in time get some pictures taken and some handshakes and things like that. So when it does go before council, I would let the commissioners know ahead of time. So, and the resolution reads as, whereas James White was appointed to the Park and Recreation Commission on April 20th, 1982. In 1984, he became the chairman, faithfully serving as chairman for 35 years and finishing his dedicated volunteer service as a commissioner in 2021. And whereas during his 35 years as chairman of the Park and Recreation Commission, James White also served as a member of the Plan Commission. And whereas James White selfishly dedicated his leadership for the betterment of the community and the development of an award-winning park and trail system, providing countless recreational opportunities to our citizens. And now there be resolved that the Common Council of the City of West Bend, Washington County, Wisconsin, honors James White and expresses his deep appreciation for his years of dedicated service with the naming of the cabin in Ridgeland Park, the Jim and Ann White Family Cabin.
It's outstanding.
Very good.
Does anybody have a couple comments to make about Jim? I know he's not here tonight. Hopefully he's watching this on TV up in Sturgeon Bay. I think they
Yes.
play this, don't they, up there?
Yes.
Is it
Yep.
Green Bay Station through, probably?
I would assume so.
Well, it's great that we're doing this. It was well-deserved.
Yep. My 2 cents worth are, so my grandpa was county clerk for West Bend for 28 years, and but he loved when he was appointed to the Park Commission. So my grandpa was on it for 30 years, so my grandpa's last term was Jim's first term, okay? So let's do the math there, okay? And he always said that my grandpa kind of mentored Jim for the first term that he was in, and I know he appreciated that. So I was appointed 13 years ago, and Jim was the first to congratulate me and said, you know, my grandpa had helped Jim. He said, I'll help you whatever you need. So, I mean, for me, it was really, he showed me the ropes that I really appreciated. So when I was voted chairman 2 years ago, I'll never live up to Jim's, what's his commitment to the city of West Bend. So, outstanding person. So,
Yes.
Thanks, Jim. Anybody else?
I met him in '85 when I was on the Centennial Celebration Committee or whatever, and I met him then, so he was already a commissioner way back then.
You're dating yourself, Mike.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, all right. Next is
We
July.
need a motion to approve that resolution?
Oh, I bet we do.
Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right. July 2021 is the Parks and Recreation Month Proclamation. Sure, you're good at it.
Great. Thank you. July 2020 is Parks and Recreation Month Proclamation. Whereas parks and recreation activities enhance the physical and mental health of individuals, workforces, and communities. And whereas parks and recreation opportunities and open space enhance the desirability of communities as locations for business, industry, and residential housing. And whereas parks and open space are vital to the appearance and livability of communities, protect our air and water, and balance our ecosystems. And whereas it is the right of everyone, regardless of age, race, color, religion, gender, national origin, or ability to participate in parks and recreation programs and activities and enjoy parks and open space. And whereas parks and recreation stimulates tourism revenues and the economic development of communities. Now therefore, I, Chris E. Jenkins, Mayor of City of West Bend, do hereby proclaim July 2021 as Parks and Recreation Month in the City of West Bend, and I encourage all citizens of West Bend to participate in the many great special events and programs in our parks in the month of July and throughout the entire year.
We got to move to approve? Got to move. Any discussion at all on it? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, probably Jackie, are you up next?
Yes, I am. I can do this. I actually don't need this. I have a loud enough voice, but whatever. I do. The next thing is the West Bend Athletic Association is requesting approval to hold an end of the summer Smash baseball tournament, August 20th, 21st, and 22nd. This is a new event, a new tournament that would be held, and the West Bend Athletic Associations themselves are going to be running this. Many of the other tournaments in the course of the summer that they host other organizations in West Bend, but this one they're going to be running themselves. Any questions?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
They always put down for these tournaments, they put a request to mark the line of fields every morning. Do we actually go out there on Sunday and do that?
Yes.
Okay, because we never have it down on the Department of Responsibilities. I was just curious.
That's, what we do is, I could garbage this up with a million things,
Yeah, I suppose.
but that is part of what we do. We actually have a staff setup sheet that starts with me and the organization, and we go through day by day what they're going to be doing, when they're going to be there, when they're going to be out, because we found that the communication between the tournaments and us for a long time was lacking, and we didn't know when they were coming in, when they were leaving, what they needed. So we've gotten it down to pretty much of a science, and it works really well with the park staff.
We normally have staff on site by 3:30, 4 a.m. for the tournaments. We need to get in early to get out of the way. I mean, when they start, they got dry weather, they're going, so.
8 o'clock.
Thanks.
We got a motion to approve the summer smash?
Second?
Motion second. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Next special event would be Baird Corp. Shred event?
Shred event. I just never know what's going to come when my phone rings. But this is set up, I think it's by a student who is working at the Baird Corporation right now, and she's working to put together a Shred It event where they're going to bring in a shredder, and now they're talking about actually doing electronics in it as well, that you're going to be able to bring it to the parking lot and shred either your documents or if you can bring in your electronics. We're still working through the electronics end of it, but they have assured me that the Shred organization will take care of all of the cleanup, if there is any. All they're requesting from us is the use of the parking lot. And we thought that with the way it was going to be set up, it was either going to be inside Regner Park or at the Kester parking lot. And I think with the way the traffic flow is, the Kester actually works better. So we're working through it on that. They have not given me final details on whether they're going to charge a small amount for people to do this. I know that when we have had electronics turn-ins with the county, it's been massive. Lots of people standing in line. So we're trying to work through a lot of the details. So what this is basically, if you will allow us to do this, but they guarantee that all cleanup, everything will completely be cleaned up at the end.
Do you have any concerns with hazardous waste from the disposal process?
No, because they are actually going to take care of it. It's a shredding company, and so it will be trucked off-site. Everything will be self-contained.
Jackie, when will they know if there's going to be a cost associated with that? So people going there before they get there kind of know, is it?
Oh, they will know. Yes, they
How
will
will
know.
they know?
And
Will
this
it-
is in September,
Okay.
so we're still working through if there's a cost associated with it or
Because
not.
I know even getting rid of a TV, if you take it in town, is $25. So,
Right.
Just
So
that-
if there is and if there is a nominal cost to it, they'll have to be absolutely upfront with that, with what it's going to cost.
Would that be posted in the paper or Facebook or something, or on
I
our
would
site?
think, I would think all of the above.
Okay.
And most likely, I will also be pressing it because it is in one of our properties.
Okay. Any other discussion? We got a motion?
So moved.
Got motion. We
Second.
have second. Okay, motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Program fees, is that between Jackie and Nick, or who? Nick?
That would be me, Mike. Some of the notable changes for the fall program fees is, with our dance program, we increased the resident fee by $4 and the non-resident by $6 to help cover wages, to make sure we're offering a competitive wage for our dance instructors, and there's also some equipment needs that need to be purchased, and that's also a 21-week program. So it's still a affordable fee for our residents and non-residents at $70 and $105. Program starts in September and then ends in April with the dance recital. And then if you turn your attention to some of the contracted programs, the Rec Division partnered with Neutral Ground. It's a new mixed martial art studio that opened on Decorah, and we're going to offer 3 beginner classes with them. Again, it gives the opportunity for rec users to have affordable fee, beginner class, benefits Neutral Ground, because if they enjoy those classes, then they can advance their skills with their organization. And then we're also having a program restart with judo. We've been offering judo for many years over at the university, but with COVID, it was shut down, but it's gonna start back up in fall. So you see the fees for our judo adult and youth program.
Any more questions for Nick?
The martial arts, that's at their studio then?
Correct. Yep.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Donations.
All right, I will start with a couple and then turn it over to Nick. I've basically 4 categories of donations this evening, all for the Regner Beach House. The first one we're going to start with is the Beach Bums program. Again, if you know of anyone who'd like to become a beach bum, that would be a $1,000 commitment to the project. As many bums as we can get would be definitely beneficial to that project. So this evening, we have several bums that we would like to recognize. Robert Jacques, John and Cheryl Gillis, Derek Tyus, Boyd and Diane Janto, Chuck and Marlo Chapman, Matt Schillinger and Amy Schmolt with Bell Mortgage, and Jed and Ellen Dolnick. So thank you to all of them for joining the Beach Bums list. We appreciate your donation. The next donation is again towards the Regner Beach House, or the next group of donations here. The first one is from Ned and Jan Baldus for $100. The next donation is from Kevin and Linda Steiner for $4,000. And the third one here for this category is Kurt and Sue Culver Family Foundation for $5,000. So thank you to that foundation and those 2 families. Thank you very much. The next donation, it's actually 2 donations for a total of $10,000, $5,000 each. Again, these are for the Regner Beach House, the West Bend Mutual Insurance Company Charitable Trust. They did 2 directors matching gifts in the name, one $5,000 donation in the name of Kevin Steiner, and one $5,000 donation in the name of Kurt Culver. And the last donation this evening for the Regner Beach House renovation is from Horicon Bank. This one came through this week for $10,000. So again, some very, very impressive gifts this evening that we're just very proud of the community stepping up, helping out, supporting. So that's for the Beach House. Nick?
It's my pleasure to announce donation by the independent physicians with the West Bend Medical Clinic in the amount of $3,000 to replace the scoreboard out at Quaz Creek on Diamond 1. The Rec Leagues division uses Diamond 1 out at Quaz Creek quite a bit, especially in the summer, but also in the fall and spring as well. And we're having a little trouble with it, so it's, hopefully we can get it replaced sometime this summer for our leaks. So appreciate their support and their effort.
Anything else, Nick?
That's all.
Okay. Well, again, it shows the generosity of the city of West Bend. It's crazy. You know, people do donate and help out all these different projects, which is outstanding, so.
Yeah, it's been very impressive with the beach house project.
And then we have 11,000 in beach bums last month or something like
Yes.
that? Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
Where do we stand total on those, Mike, do you know?
Total commitment right now, just for the beach bums or total?
Both of them.
The beach bums, I think we are at 18 bums. That's for the $1,000. We do have obviously more donations, higher than that. Total package right now, I think we are around $700,000, which has really been quite impressive, especially kind of piggybacking right behind the Carl Cuss project. You know, and I'll say right before that, you know, the Veterans Avenue Riverwalk, that was $2.2 million. Majority of that was donation. So, yeah, West Bend gives back. That is for sure. Very impressive.
Great. So need a motion to approve the donations?
Second.
Motion. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Okay, reports. Chairman's, the only thing is, like I said, I'm sure Mike will get us a date when Jim comes in front of council, and I'd sure like to see all the commissioners get there, take a nice picture, and, you know, put it in the paper, Facebook for all the years he put in, so. Secretary,
The other day when it was a little nicer out, I walked through Ragnar. It looks like it's all ready to open up for swimming. I'm sure Nick's going to talk about it later. It opens up on the 4th. And tomorrow is the last day to get a discounted swim pass. So anyone out in TV land want a discount 20% off, tomorrow's the last day. That's it.
who's doing Cindy tonight?
No, we're gonna
Oh.
we're giving the people that are here, we're giving them a break.
Oh, okay, no problem. Jackie.
That'd be me. Okay, I have just some reminders for everyone. We're now getting into event and tournament season. This Monday is the Memorial Day Parade, which we are doing, and we are also following that up with the service up at the Old County at the Historic Courthouse. The parade begins at 9:30, and the service is immediately after the parade. Starting next Thursday, in both downtown at Old Settlers Park and in Regner Park, we have Music on Main and Regner Rocks. Both will begin next Thursday, and for the most part, they'll be running on Thursdays through September. There's an occasional day or two when they're not, when it's not going to be happening in Regner Park for previous engagements, but for the most part, every week on Thursdays. The final 3 weekends of June probably is big tournaments. We have the Lightning Tournament, the 6th, the June 11th, that weekend, and then the following weekend is the Little League Father's Day Tournament on the 18, 19, 20, and then the Nitro Tournament follows that on June 25th. You will most likely notice the increase in people at all of the restaurants and grocery stores and whatnot. This brings a huge number of people into our community every weekend. I know I've spoken to the hoteliers and as well as the restaurant people in years past, and these bring just giant influx of people into our community. And they come because we have such an amazing set of facilities. So that's something to be really proud of. June 18th and 19th, of course, is the beer garden in Regner Park. Always a good time, and although it feels like November out there tonight, it will be great to be out there. The beer garden is always a good way to kick things off, and then I'm sure Nick will talk about it as well. June 25th is our first movie in the park, so we've got a lot of events, a lot of activities, and we're ready to roll. Any questions?
Jackie, did I hear that they're serving food up at the memorial at the speech when Andy's doing, there's the
That I-
Scouts, or you didn't?
I don't know. Generally, there has been in the past, right around at the corner there, they sell food.
Right.
But I don't, but the vets themselves and the organization is not serving it. I mean, it's sometimes a Boy Scout troop, or it's one of the church groups right around the corner,
Because
so.
I thought I read it or heard it someplace.
It's
so-
very possible.
Okay.
That's probably one of the few things I don't have to worry about.
Okay. Anything else, Sir Jackie? Thank you. Nick, Recreation Supervisor.
We finished up with spring swim lessons and archery on May 15th, that Saturday. Some of our spring programs like baseball, soccer, finished up on May 11th and the 12th. And that took place out at Quaz Creek, Diamond 1. The Regner Park splash pad and swim pond will open June 4th. So we'll hit it hard the next week with our training, getting everything ready, set up. And that Friday, we'll be set and ready to go, 11 to 7 daily from June 4th through August 15th. And then summer programs start the following week, June 7th. And as I mentioned last month, we are offering a full schedule of programs this summer through the Rec Division. Mud Run update, the count is at 1,550 registered. The early registration, $30, ends on the 31st, so June 1st starts the $45, so we'll probably see a few more individuals, ninjas, register by the 31st, but we are currently at 62% of our goal to 2,500. So we'll definitely be over 2,000 participants this year for Mud Run. Where we'll be at 2,500, I don't know, but we'll have a huge turnout.
Excellent. Lifeguards, how's it going?
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there slowly but surely. We have 12 right now on staff. So we need about 15, probably need a few more. Some of the availability on some of the guards isn't quite there, so
Okay.
we'll continue to recruit and hire more.
Good.
So we got 3 that got to get certified in-house, so the rest of them are certified. So obviously we'll start taking care of that next week, and then we can certify lifeguards anytime, throughout the summer as well, to bring individuals on. So if you know of any young people that want a great summer job, lots of hours,
Yeah?
send them my way.
Do you talk to the high school swim team coaches at
Oh, yeah,
all? I
yeah.
mean, I guess that'd be the number one spot I would go looking for people, so.
That's where most of them
Okay.
come from, yeah. It's- yeah.
All right, anything else for Nick? All right. Director, Mike.
All right, commission meetings, June and July, as of right now, they're still scheduled. We do not have any pending agenda items. That's why even one of the items tonight with Jim's reading this evening, we kind of wanted to get that done. If we don't need to have a June and July meeting, commissioners get a break. The August meeting, we will definitely be having. That meeting always starts at 4 p.m. We do a tour from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and then 6:30 the regular meeting. We would have the regular meeting. We kind of kicked around some different ideas for the tour, anything from Parkside O to some of the big projects, Riverwalk, maybe even a drive-by to Labyrinth Garden, a new deer fence is going up, things like that. So definitely August meeting. If you can make the 4 o'clock for the tour, it's normally pretty good. I always enjoy that. It's a good time for staff and commissioners to spend a little extra time with each other, get to know each other a little bit more, and maybe kick some stone piles downtown on the Riverwalk or something like that. Jackie had mentioned the beer garden. We have the beer garden coming up. We have German night coming up. We have Regner Fest coming up, and Nick mentioned the Mud Run. For those, 3 of those events are sponsored by the West Bend Friends of Parks and Rec, and then obviously the Mud Run is through our department. We need many, many volunteers who execute those events. So if you are in town and you like to spend a couple hours bartending, socializing, having some fun in Regner Park, please let myself know, or Lori Yar, or Mike. We could get you that information. I'm not suggesting you got to volunteer for all 4 of them or anything like that, but if you're around and you want to do it, or if your kids aren't too busy or something like that, Nick needs a mountain of people for the Mud Run. We have, normally 2 volunteers at each obstacle to help any of the kids that may need help or get Band-Aids and things like that. So if anyone's interested, let us know. We would definitely take some extra help. But last item is just thank you, commissioners, again, for all the support. One side note with Jim. Jim may no longer be on the commission, but he said he definitely wants to be involved and he will always be our historian. So he's a great resource. So thanks to Jim. Thanks you guys. Have a great night.
Any other questions for Mike? Is there anything else for the good of the Park and Rec Commission? Meeting adjourned.